What are the 9 core international human rights instruments? If you're curious about the foundational documents that protect human rights globally, you're in the right place. Let's break down the 9 core international human rights instruments that form the backbone of human rights law. First off, these instruments are part of a broader framework established by the United Nations to ensure that all individuals are treated with dignity and respect. Here's a look at each of them. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR, adopted in 1948, is the first of these instruments. It sets out the basic principles and standards for human rights, including the right to life, liberty, and security of person, as well as freedom from slavery, torture, and arbitrary arrest. Next, we have the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICPR, adopted in 1966. This covenant focuses on rights such as the right to life, freedom from torture, and the right to a fair trial. It also covers freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, as well as the right to freedom of opinion and expression. The International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, ICSCR, also adopted in 1966, deals with economic, social, and cultural rights. These include the right to work, the right to social security, the right to an adequate standard of living, and the right to education. Another key instrument is the International Convention on the Elimination of Racial Discrimination, adopted in 1965. This convention aims to eliminate all forms of racial discrimination and ensures equal treatment before the law, security of person, and protection against violence or bodily harm. The Convention on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women, adopted in 1979, focuses on eliminating discrimination against women in all its forms. It ensures women's equal rights in areas such as education, employment, and healthcare. The Convention Against Torture and Other Cruel, Inhuman, or Degrading Treatment or Punishment, adopted in 1984, prohibits torture and other cruel treatments. It also sets out measures to prevent such acts and to provide redress to victims. For children, there is the Convention on the Rights of the Child, adopted in 1989. This convention protects the rights of children, including the right to education, healthcare, and protection from exploitation and abuse. The Convention on the Protection of the Rights of All Migrant Workers and Members of Their Families, adopted in 1990, safeguards the rights of migrant workers and their families. It covers rights such as fair wages, safe working conditions, and Social Security. The Convention for the Protection of All Persons from Enforced Disappearance, adopted in 2006, aims to prevent enforced disappearances and to protect the rights of victims and their families. Lastly, the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, also adopted in 2006, ensures the rights and dignity of persons with disabilities. It covers areas such as education, employment, healthcare, and accessibility. These 9 instruments collectively form the core of international human rights law, providing a comprehensive framework to protect and promote human rights worldwide.